Now, when you get to location, the last thing you should actually change is your ISO. And this is because this reduces the quality of your image because it lets in the grain. So most photographers put it on ISO 400 or less if you can, and then let it be the last thing you change. And because of this, let's just go through the manual mode again with just the aperture and the shutter speed. So what happens if you have a large aperture, which again is a small number, and a slow shutter speed, so your shutter is open for a long time? This will give you an overexposed picture. And why is that? Now, a slow shutter speed will give you lots of light because your shutter is left open for a long time, and a small f number, a large aperture, this is lots of light because you're holding your lens, is hardly covered. So this again will let in a lot of light. So you have too much light. So to correct this, you either have to quicken your shutter speed or you have to decrease your aperture. So you need a bigger f number. Now, what happens if you have a fast shutter speed and a small aperture, so a large f number? Now, this will make your picture underexposed now because your fast shutter speed will not let in a lot of light. Also, a large f-stop, a large f number, will mean that your hole is covered a lot. So this won't let in a lot of light either. So you're not really having a lot of light in your picture. So how to correct this? You either need to slow down your shutter speed or you need to decrease the size of the coverage of the hole. You need to decrease your f number, your f-stop, giving you a larger aperture. So I hope you're still with me. Don't worry if you have to visit aperture or even the exposure module because it is really complex trying to balance the three things together when you start off. Now, again, I suggest you going out on location and just taking pictures at different exposure levels, different aperture settings, different shutter speeds, different ISOs. And then you'll get used to the numbers a little bit more.